Yo, it's the Battle Blaster coming back at you for part 2 of Julie Chen's Hypocrisy Strike Back. And as I was saying, when it comes to the white media, it's white privilege. That's all it is. It's straight white privilege. And Katie Couric said something. She said it was like a old good old boys club type thing when she was working for CBS. She said the talented women, these women with this Me Too bullshit, trying to say women are. I'm not going to say women aren't good at doing shit. Yes, you are. I'm not going to take that from you. But when they try to beat themselves up and say, "Oh, women weren't so talented," and said the talented women, she said they were unvalued and marginalized by people like Les Moonves and Les Moonves himself. And one woman said the women of the realm. What the fuck you mean by women of the realm? And that means women rule shit, and in this certain realm of what they rule, they should fight for what they want, and what they desire to have. Now, the funny part about this, and I'm going to try to talk to you black women on this one, please understand, women of the realm doesn't mean black women also. Just like Me Too might have been a black woman started it, but it really doesn't have anything to do with you. Even though you may have started it or whatever the case may be, no. When they say women of the realm and time's up and all that shit, they talking about themselves on top first. They want first billing. As you can see, when something goes down, and if it's a black woman, kid get killed, or she gets smacked up in a hair, what is it? In one of those Asian hair stores, or we go into one of these restaurants, and somebody trying to put their hands on us, or put their hands on a black woman. I don't see Time's Up coming out saying shit to counteract woman on woman crime, or black women getting their fucking face smashed in by Asian store owners or white store owners or whatever. They stay quiet. When it's your kids getting killed, black women, they stay quiet. But when it's them, I've watched as you sit there, and you black women will sit there and try to align yourselves with them. Oh, I'm a woman first. No, bitch, you're a black woman first. You're black first, and you're your woman second. How's that? That sounds even better. Just like I'm a black man, but I'm black first, and I'm a man second. Because the thing is, when they see me and they see you, they see their enemy. And that's the way we should look at them. Period. Okay. Now, no talk show compared him, Moonves, to Bill Cosby. No one compared them. And people were going to sit there and try to say, oh, there's no comparison. Moonves just had 5 or 6 women. Cosby had a legion of them. That's bullshit, because when he went to court, they proved that when they were showing that every last one of the women were lying. Guess what happened? Just guess. Guess. It was white people. The white judge, the white prosecutor, and the DA who ran on trying to get rid of Mr. Cosby, put him behind bars, saying we should put him, if you want him. When the prosecutor ran, the DA ran on when he was trying to be voted in as DA. He ran on a Cosby slander. He ran on this Cosby rhetoric talking about if you want to put Cosby behind bars, you'll vote him in as DA. He won by a landslide. Okay? He won by a landslide. So that tells you something about how white people are on code. You dig? So you got to get that down pat, Jack. You know, you really do. Because if you don't listen and remember what these people do and what they say and how their actions have worked for them to get them into places or to see certain things go down for them to benefit them, then you just as dumb and stuck in a fucking rut as you're going to ever be. But, like I said, no one talked about, and they never compared him to Bill Cosby. They won't compare him, because if they compared them, it will show their hypocrisy. They don't want to be called hypocrites. That's number one. White people do not want to be called hypocrites. These news outlets don't want to be called a hypocrite. Why do you think Woody Allen has gotten away with fucking his fucking adopted daughter? One, he's a Jew. He's Jewish. All right? Jewish people control damn near everything in this country. Why do you think the Second World War was fought? It wasn't fought for no bullshit. It was fought because these motherfuckers had set up some shit. They needed to get their asses into Israel, into Palestine, period, so they can wage war over there. These people have been waging war over in Palestine for the past, how many years? The past 50, 60 years? Since they got over there, all them people have been doing, these so-called Jews, they've been over there fighting. In the Bible, it tells you that when these fake imposters are taken out of there, the region will become what? Back in peace, back in harmony. And the real people come back in. The real Jews are us. The real Jews are black people here in America. The real Israelites are the blacks. We're not here to cause any trouble with nobody. We were taken from our land and told we were something else. But that's neither here nor there. There was a lady in the 80s who made a complaint back in the 80s to the LAPD and reported. And then when she reported that Les Moonves had did something to her back in the 80s. It was thrown out, and she never really did it again. She never went back and said, okay, well, she never fought for it. Like, you never came back and said, I'm going to keep fighting for this. So, from what I can understand, this lady's now in her 80s. And she says she's now inspired by Me Too to go out and to say that, again, she was manhandled by, and I don't mean like in a rough way, I'm talking about sexually manhandled by Les Moonves. And the golden parachute they willing to give this man's $100 million, and like I said, that was just some bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. $100 million, and that $100 million will be something that would probably even help him to pay off his so-called victims. Do I think that happened? That he did it? I believe it. You know what? I believe some of it, because with this Me Too bullshit, it's hard to believe. But guess what? If this man cheated on his wife with Julie Chen, who's to say that he didn't do it? You dig? I believe he might have done it. Honestly, I really believe he did do it. You know, you got to understand, people with money and power, they get tired quick of looking at the same thing over and over again. You growing old with me, you looking rough, you damn right I'm going to go out there and look for something younger. Shit, I'm going to put my mouth and my dick in something that I want that's younger and prettier and more vibrant. If I had the money like that, you know, who wouldn't? What man wouldn't? You know what I mean? And do I sound like a hypocrite or something like that? No, I don't. But I'm just telling you the truth about how men are and how we operate. Okay, if I had a woman, let's say if I had a woman who was really down for me and she cared for me and I cared for her and I knew that we were rolling together, would I cheat on my wife? No. No. If I knew she was there for me, would I? No. I wouldn't cheat on her. If I knew she was a good woman, she wouldn't cheat on me, I wouldn't cheat on her. You know, that's just me. Some people ain't like that. You know what I mean? But me saying what I just said a few minutes ago about, you know, if I had money and I would do that, you know, if I was in that predicament and, like I said, my wife looking rough and I felt the way he felt, yeah, I'm going to do what I want to do. But if, honestly, on my end, as me being a man the way I am, and if I had the money, would I cheat on my wife? No. No, because I'll be too busy trying to, you know, make my wife's life a little bit more better and try to keep her from trying to stress over things, which she wouldn't have nothing to stress over because we got money. We have everything we need. You know? But that's just me. You know what I mean? And I watched as another thing, and this is going to close off what I wanted to finish closing off, but I watched as The View, The Talk, and these other little media things they have, these little talk shows they have. And I watched as black women would sit there and they, some of them, besides probably one or two, but some of them stood up for Julie Chen. You know what I mean? This is the same woman who said Cosby's wife should leave him. Camille should leave him. Mrs. Cosby. And bitch, if that's the case, bitch, you know what? You should leave Les Moonves. But you sat there and said, no, I'm going to stand by my man. No. Now you're a hypocrite because you telling one woman to get away from that person and she's stupid for staying with him. Well, Julie, you're stupid for staying with Les Moonves. And I'm going to tell you one reason why you're stupid. Because you're stupid because you said what you had to say. See, you have to understand something. I've heard other YouTubers say this, and this is so true. White people have always been, and I've seen this for myself, they have always been in our business. When it comes to black men and black women and black children, they have always wanted to control us into what they wanted us to do and wanted us to be. If we fight against the situation, then we are a problem. But if we sit there and allow ourselves to be brainwashed and took down into that paradigm to where they're trying to put us in, guess what happens? They're happy. They're fine with that. They are tremendously fine with it. And I watch as when black people on these talk shows, they might, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to sound racist, or I'm not trying to look, I'm looking at it from a white person's way. They feel like we're coming out of pocket when we talk about people like Trump, or we talk, and we have a legitimate complaint. We talk about Trump. We might talk about how Bill Cosby's being wrong. Then they sit back and say, how dare you niggers, how dare you say anything about our president? That white man is great. He's better than Obama. Or they'll say, how could you dare say that Bill Cosby is innocent? He raped and molested those women. I didn't have to be there. I just know he did because all Negroes are untrustworthy. That's how they feel. And that's how they act. When we say we feel like this man is being wrong. But when it's Les Moonves, oh, we must pray for him and his family. I feel so sad for Julie Chen. She's going through a hard time right now. And I think... I think... we should all pray for Julie and her family in this hard time. Because I feel that Julie is being very strong. Stronger than me. But when it was Camille, oh, leave him. You need to leave him because he was wrong. He raped those women. He date raped them. He gave them some type of drug, and then found out that what he gave the girl was Benadryl. He didn't give her Quaaludes. He had Quaaludes because his back years ago. But it was proven that he didn't have Quaaludes to give it to her. So he gave her Benadryl because she said she was, feeling fucked up. All right. And I watched as these black women would side with Julie Chen. How fucking big fat ass fucking Aunt your mama Cheryl Underwood sitting there looking like a greasy ass fucking seal crying. Because Julie Chen was off the air. Because she left. You fucking big fat mammy. Then I watched as these half-breed black women sat up and they sucked white dick so bad on television and in the media so they can keep their jobs. See, like I said, a lot of this shit, and this is what I try to tell a lot of people, and I hope that a lot of these people that I watch sometimes come across and watch my shit sometimes, because I want them to understand, being that, Hollywood is what it is. Like you say, you got the casting couch and shit like that. I know that in Hollywood, in order for you to keep your job as a black person, in order for you to keep your job, you have to agree to things that you really don't want to agree to. But then you have those individuals out here who do what? Honestly, think about it. These individuals out here to do what? They believe wholeheartedly that they... How can I say this? They believe wholeheartedly that the people that they're defending is innocent because they have already been vetted as being a person who is easily to be swayed. Hey, you want to keep your job? You better say that this person's, that you support this person. And then you got some people who sit there and they know they need that paycheck. They know they ain't got no other fucking income, so they're gonna sit there and okay, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and and I watch as one time I was watching The View one time at work, and I was watching as when Whoopi Goldberg said something, I forgot what she said, but I remember how Joy Behar and the other lady, the other white lady, It kind of like, how can I say it? They kind of like smacked their hands, like saying, how dare you say this? And you know what Whoopi Goldberg did? She shut the fuck up. But when it was like, it's okay for you to go in on the white people now. It's alright. You got our approval. When the white people like Joy Behar and them motherfuckers start going in on other white people, they allow the black women to go in on them, but they only can go in on them a certain, just a certain tad. They can go in. They can't go in on them like full fucking throttle, like white people going on black people full throttle. Oh, R. Kelly, he did it. He's a fucking rapist. He's a child molester. That piece of shit. You know what I mean? They go in on him. But if you said Harvey Weinstein's a piece of shit and you go in on him, they will quickly pull your fucking chain and tell you straight the fuck up. Bitch, fuck that. These are our men. You don't say anything unless we say it's okay for you to do it. And I watched that. I watched that this light-skinned half-breed bitch, both of them were trying to stick up for Les Moonves and his fucking fake-face wife bitch, Julie Chen. And these motherfuckers, they feel like if I suck dick or eat pussy hard enough and fast enough and good enough, maybe these son of a bitches will look over me and keep me here. Look at Steve Harvey. I heard Steve Harvey's his show was canceled. So he did this. I don't know if this is his last season. I think this is his last go around. But that motherfucker ain't got no more fucking television show. But this is the same motherfucker who uprooted his show from Chicago to LA and told the people there, like, fuck you, find another job. He did people dirty. Then turned around, he was telling people, don't talk to me, don't bother me, don't come into my dressing room. You got people working for you. People gonna come to you when they got an issue. And you telling people don't come in your dressing room, don't look at you when they come in the dead. Who the fuck is you? You big lip, bald head, rolls in the back of your head, fucking wig wearing for a long motherfucking time, corny ass fucking comedian ass motherfucker. You ain't even a comedian, you corny. But this is the true story. This is some real shit. These, like I said, now his ass is out, and guess what? He's sitting there crying. My show's been canceled. I really enjoyed this show. Well, go back to Family Feud, motherfucker. You still getting paid for Family Feud unless they got somebody else taking your shit. And then they gonna get Kelly Clarkson the show. So they got rid of your fucking coon ass for that. See, this is what I'm talking about. You coon so much. As black people, we coon so fucking much to suck a dick so we can get some type of approval from these fucking bastards. Bitch, y'all got enough money. Why can't all you motherfuckers come together and buy your own fucking media? And I understand where Bill Cosby was coming from. And I understand a lot of people don't understand this. See, the big three is the big three. NBC, ABC, CBS. Okay? These are the big three channels. Not Philly 57. Not PHL 17. Not NJN 52 or 23. Or Channel 8. No, motherfucker. ABC, CBS, NBC, the big three. If a black man ever got his hands on one of those damn TVs, one of those major media groups, that can turn the tide for black people in such a way, it will give us a fighting chance. Not only for us to tell our side of the story, but us to put out good programs with us as the lead. As us on talk shows. As a leading talk show host. As a leading news anchor or something like that. You understand that? That's what Bill Cosby was aiming for. And people like, I'm not going to say certain individual names, but certain so-called conscious people out there, Listen closely, because that's something that you don't understand. The big three. If you had one of the big threes, a black man ever had it? You got to understand, the big three goes basically from one side of the globe, one side of the country to the other side of the country. And sometimes it goes across the country. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't go across the country. I mean, it goes across the world. So it goes across the country and it also goes across the world. So if you had one of the big three, now I understand what Bill Cosby was trying to do. He was trying to get that one of the big threes. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Then you sit up there, well, why couldn't he get his own television show? Well, he didn't have that. Well, look, BET is not all over the world. But now because it's with Viacom, guess what? It's making its way across the world. Viacom is owned by a white man, not by a black man. And BET was sold by a black man to a white man. So, until then, you guys tell me something else, okay? So, just to end this off, what I'm saying to you guys is this. Julie Chen's husband is he's gonna walk. He's gonna walk away scot-free. If he does pay a couple thousand, hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's not gonna hurt him. He's not gonna spend no day in jail. Bill Cosby might do jail time. If you do 2 days or and it's funny because I'm thinking of jail time. John Schneider was supposed to go to jail and he only did 9 hours in jail. 9 hours. Just a good old boy. Went to jail for 9 hours. And he was scared as hell thinking about his anal rape. Period. So, what I'm saying to you guys is, Mr. Cosby, they're going to try to, they making him an example for us. And if I was Bill, I wouldn't have paid that bitch shit. Because it makes you look like you're guilty. And that's the way things go. And as being black people, we should start really hammering home and start thinking about where we are and what we're doing. And as black men and black women, we need to come together because there is something coming. And with this so-called president, he's going to really going to help push us together. Either we like it or not. I'm a single black man. I don't want a black woman who ain't got no fucking job. I damn sure don't want no damn woman with no fucking kids. And I'm going to tell you that right now too. I've tried to deal with it. I tried my best. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will not mess around with a black woman with kids. Or any woman with kids. Period. But they're going to push us together. They're going to push us together. They doing it now. I watch as young black women can't even live. Even young black men like me who's single, I can't even really do the things I want to do. 15 years ago, I ain't going to say 15 years ago, about 18 years ago, I could do a lot more with the money I make today. Seriously. My rent would have been a lot lower, and I would have so much disposable cash, I can do so much quicker and faster and easier. But that's neither here nor there. But they're pushing us together as we're going to slowly come together as a group of people. And we're only going to be able to deal with ourselves. And this is why I'm trying to tell people, before it gets to that point where we can't do anything for ourselves, we need to start building businesses. We need to start getting banks together. We need to start doing the things we need to do so we can weather this storm together as a group. And if we have outside influences trying to take over or destroy what we have put together, we must put the fucking smack down, the beat down, and the shoot down, and the blow up down, everything on these bitches. Defending ourselves. Because this is all we got. Alright, y'all. This is the Battle Blasters. I'm going to say peace, and I want you guys to remember one thing. Without each other, we are all dead. Peace.